should be different. I would be on, everybody would be on a different timeline if there wasn't the spiritual warfare. And it's like, oh, wait a minute, I have to, before I chase my dreams and actually fulfill myself, hi Tesla, you go down a rabbit hole. And pretty soon it's like, well, I thought I was studying this, but now it's the study of what the fuck occupies this planet and wants to steal from me while I'm pretending like they're a friend. And then, you know what I'm saying? And so, I feel great today. I feel good. I have a lot of clarity. I did real prayer. These people don't know what real prayer is. You know, they're just uneducated. They're the lower vibrational frequency who thinks that, I'm sorry, they think in America exists or something like that, and they're hanging flags, and it's like, message from the wise ones in the East who, this is never going to change. The raising of a flag is not a show of peace. It's actually a discriminatory, soft declaration of war. See, what I like is my neighbor is coming, he's driving on his asphalt, and he has to walk on top of it, and he has to be right under it and feeling it. But this is the thing, is that these people, there's people on the planet that are not that sensitive. Getting back to Tesla, there's a story. If you look at the personal accounts and interviews with these really brilliant people who have tried to make a difference here with, like, say, oh, this could be of use. All we got to do is practice the best security, which is complete transparency. Why? It helps the truth develop. What's that? What's that? What do you, are we going to have a meeting over this? Sure, I'd love to have a meeting over this. Oh, you guys are completely not human. You're dislocated of the truth. And what now? What is going on? Mommy? Can I live here? Yeah, just go ahead and keep trying to live. They're going to destroy your lab a few times, but just keep going. Isn't it innovating? Isn't it fun being a creator, really a sensitive human being who can actually make a difference? Yes, no? Ask Jesus, was it fun? Was that fun? Was that really fun? Probably a different scene, but I doubt it. Let's look at JFK. Who do we have right now that's bitching? I just get glimpses of where Donald Trump is, and I happen to fucking love it. I love that guy, even if it's just a fucking prop to make people go. It's like, finally, they're talking about all the things that we need to hear. Well, by the way, you have a deep state government. They don't want any of your media to get out, and it's very much one-sided. And wouldn't you like to solve that problem? Just because it's Trump, that people think he has whatever cock going on or that he's some kind of womanizer. It's like, aren't you happy that there's a heterosexual person still left in the world, that it's just going to be that one-sided thing, and there's not much you can do but just accept it? You know, I hear somebody saying accept it. It's like, man, of course, accept. Except that he could trip you out and just show up on Saturday Night Live wearing a fucking tutu. What are you going to do about just the streaming, the whole possibility of truth rising and falling? What are these narcissists going to do? They'll turn on the TV and watch it and say, and then they'll turn it off. And then, but they don't know that it's like they're trying to do that with reality. And the delicacy of a life that looks into the truth and says, oh yes, no, that. We should celebrate it this way. We should be there for each other that way. So anyway, I'm here to do something much more than get on this level of immaturity that thinks that they can intimidate people just because they're wrong. And that they're high in numbers. Totally wrong. Man, when I think about it, I have such compassion for these people still. I'm thinking about this guy that the other day, see, he lays the asphalt down. It's a carcinogenic poison. I have information, and if I had better people, see, I would love to pay somebody. I wouldn't mind paying somebody right now. I need at least 50 or the more the merrier. But I found information. Just type it online. Proof that asphalt is a carcinogenic poison. Well, it starts out, it's like, yeah, it is. It's pretty darn poisonous. But then I bet you anything. Let's update it. It is double poison now. Why? Because there is a war against your well-beings. there is something on this planet that doesn't want the human being to know where or what or how it really is, the possibility of it. Like, and I say, the universe is human. Stop waiting for an alien to come around. You're just looking for a lie to come and crawl up your ass and take over your brain. And now you're like, what is an alien going to do for you, hun? Anything that Tesla could do any different for us? If you look, Tesla is just, his life speaks for itself. And you look at it, I was trying to tell you about Tesla. What happened was, he's the kind of guy, babes, that, okay, it's around the turn of the century, and he's invited to talk about his kilowatt, his new, I mean, he's producing 1 trillion kilowatts per hour, just say, I don't know the lingo or the math, but versus Edison's 100 kilowatts an hour. And they're like, we would love to take you to dinner, by the way. You know, a friend with speed is a friend indeed. And really, so they're sitting there at the table. And if you can imagine somebody like Tesla, nobody can hear him speaking. Yeah, it's way over their heads. You know, that's the problem, is he's going to jump up and say, oh, this electricity thing is fun too, but look what we can do with ourselves. But anyway, getting back to the experience of sitting with Tesla, and the waiter brings a bowl of peaches, or there's a bowl of peaches of fruits on the table. Tesla, he's an empath. He's super sensitive, unlike anybody understands. I mean, musicians can get it. You know, it's like, oh, excuse me, I just heard something, and you get a patterning. You feel this patterning, and it's like, stop, wrong, geometry off, sick, goodbye. So he's saying, remove these peaches from me, please. Excuse me, I can't talk right now. I need these removed. Waiter, remove these peaches for me, please. Thank you. He would not engage until those peaches were fucking removed. Why? They were made farm fresh with chemicals. Most likely it was the chemicals he sensed. And then there was, yeah, it was just too fake looking something. Maybe it was one of the first GMO, maybe, you know, but something, it was because it was inorganic. He said, goodbye to that, please. Excuse me, I will not function until you remove both. There's me. I told that fucking neighbor over there, well, you know what? And so I heard. See, this is what I'm not clear on. And it'll get clear. It's not just me here going, kind of is if we don't organize ourselves. You know what I love? And I'm going to switch this to pure comedy. Notice the word organ. Organs. Come on, get your kids. Let's play this game. I have an assembly of organs here. You know, we know of organs, right? Do you like your organ? Well, you have many organs. I liked. I couldn't help. I was like, by age 5, I like to play with my organ. Babe, I learned to play the piano, but that's not what I mean. I'm talking about an organ.